through gathered evidence, and lastly we will identify the killer. Some of you are suspects, and I have the right to believe that the real perpetrator is amongst us tonight. And with that, let's hear what witnesses have to say. Your Grace, we have 2, no 3 people enlisted as witnesses. Who shall we start with? King Tali's own advisor. Please state your name and tell us what you have to say. The name's Rigo. I was an advisor in Tali's. I have a very important piece of information, Your Grace. I recognize Lady Lena over here. She visited our castle not long before the royal wedding and threatened King Talis. She said her son was supposed to be the one to marry Lord Sulia, not Eva. She said that if the wedding were to go ahead, she would come for Talis and his family. We must proceed accordingly, Your Grace. She is clearly the perpetrator. Lies. Shh. You will get to speak at the end, Lady Lena. Thank you, Rico. This was very useful. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Last of Us was... God, what a great game. One of my favorites. I bought a PlayStation to play it. Tali's guard, come forth. Please state your name and tell us what you have to say. My name is Lutford, Your Grace. I was King Tali's guard and served him well. Not well enough, I can hear you say. But know that there was little I could do against poison, especially one that works so fast. The day King Talis died was a day of shame and guilt for me, and King Evo is continuing to make me pay the price. To the point. All I wanted to say is that I have witnessed many people visit Talis over the years, but none angered him as much as Noaski. I think we all know how much of a liar he is. Who are you to shame me in front of the king's order? Talis called him a deceiver after he proposed to help his wife Paloma. Talis knew the only reason Noaski offered to help was to become famous for something he didn't do. Noaski was enraged, claiming he wasn't a fraud and that he would show Tali. I see. I do not have any questions. Let's proceed. It's going to be against Eaton, right? I don't know. I enjoyed it. We'll talk. We'll talk about it. Tell us your name and where you're from. Name's Hermar. I'm from Lord Eaton's town, Bronca, Your Grace. And what do you have to say? I own a vineyard in Bronca. We have been observing Lord Eaton for a while now. He has been acting so strange, walking around the village in a trance. How dare you tell such falsehoods? Calm down, Ed. One time he pissed all over my grape flowers, and none of my grapes will grow now. How rude. He's not a nice man, Your Grace. I'm convinced it was him who poisoned Talis. Is it all Hermar? Well, what more do you need? Just get rid of him. Who's next? Oh, God of War, the new one. Amazing game. Beat it in like 2 days. I think these are all witnesses, all the witnesses we have. Let's proceed to the gathered evidence. The animal tooth. An animal tooth. An item so rare, only one known person could have returned from such an encounter alive. Noeski, the Dragon Slayer, please step forward. The tooth was examined, and only one creature fits this unique shape. An Allah demon from the far lands of Kalador. And who else could have traveled there and back other than the noble knight Aman? Whether Noaski slew the beast or not, he must have worn this charm around his neck as one of his storytelling props. This animal tooth was found in the wine cellar. This is where Noaski could have poured poison in our wine. He might help Tali's wife, Paloma, but the king shamed him instead. Noaski couldn't bear the feeling of rejection, and so he planned to murder King Talis. Lies, I am truly a man of honor, and I would never do such a thing. King Talis made a fool of me that day, that is true, but I left his castle as ordered. In no way does this prove I killed King Talis, only that I have been in the wine cellar, which I'm not denying. And why would you be sneaking around Grevno Castle? I was just looking for a quiet place to talk to Lady Lona, Sir Frederick's widow. Well, when we talked, she must have pulled it off my neck. It was a very fascinating conversation. So you admit this item belongs to you? No. Well, it could be mine. I don't know. I've had a lot of things around my neck, but I swear I didn't do anything to the wine. That's enough. Back to the king. An instructional letter. Describe includes instructions detailing the usage of the poison and a map of our castle. Has a very specific decorated pattern, which matches only one lord who attended the wedding. Lady Lena, please step forward. Only lords from the north decorate their letters in such an elegant way. I believe Lady Lena was the only northern visitor on the wedding night. The letter was found hidden beneath a paving stone in our gardens. The drawings on the letter depict a rowan tree, a symbol of protection against curses. A tree from which lords build their children's cradles to protect them against evil spirits. Lady Lena's boy was cursed, so she used these symbols to try to chase the demons away. Oh, that makes more sense. I did not make that connection. I did not make the cradle connection to her kid being cursed. There's no question as to who wrote this letter. Lady Lena also seems to have a very good motive for wanting to kill Talis. She threatened to kill him if the wedding took place, and it did. I would never do such a thing, Your Grace. I might have had cold feelings towards King Talis, but there's a big difference between not liking someone and killing him at his son's wedding. Besides, if I wanted my son to marry Lorsulia, would it not have been better to kill Ivo? Killing his father would make no difference either way. Do you admit that this parchment came from your kingdom? No, we don't decorate our letters with rowan trees, but roses. That's enough. Back to the king. The poison phial. With the very substance still inside, we are certain that this belonged to the person who poisoned King Talis. Lord Eaton, please step forward. It is a common knowledge amongst the royal heads that you have access to all sorts of poisonous substances. Our tests indicate that the substance from the phial matches the one used to poison King Talis. Not only that, but it was found near Branca, a village under your control. Talis was against the dust trade, and as we have found out from Lord Lures, you two were not on the best of terms. With Talis dead, weaker borders with Atana might make it easier for you to distribute the dust beyond Davern. By poisoning King Talis, you plan to expand your business, and isn't that the truth? Based on Hermer's testimony, even your own residents know you're up to no good. Nonsense. I may be running a little side business, but this product can now be found literally anywhere. Even markets in Davern are full of distributors. The phial does not prove that I was the one who poisoned Talis. This could have been anyone. Enough. Back to the king. There's no more evidence. There's no clear answer here, Your Grace. We have to sentence someone, anyone, or else Evo will put all the blame on us. We did the best we could. It's just politics at this stage. You might want to consider the benefits you gain from each lord, if any. If we sentence someone without a lot of evidence against them, though, then our people will sense that it was just a royal whim. I can handle this, Audrey. Based on the evidence, or lack thereof, I sentence... Alright, what are we thinking, guys? Who are we thinking? Want me to goog? Nah. So, Lord Eaton is a scummy drug dealer that is killing people. The Dragon Slayer is a liar, but I think he just kind of been played for fame. And Lady Lena is a woman that's just worried for her son. I think Lord Eaton... I think we're gonna do Eaton. He's affecting more people than anybody else. Lord Eaton, Oracle dust is a dangerous substance. You're responsible for the death of King Talis. I sentence you to die. This is ridiculous. My people will come for you, Eric. Eric, King of Davern. You have found the one responsible for my father's death. The outcome of this trial is satisfactory for me, and as such, Atana's forces will aid you in your struggle against Cordova. 3,000 men will be ready to strike when you blow the horn, signaling my men to ambush the enemy. Such is my will. Cool. Right after this. Lauren, we'll play right after this. You always loved this view. Is this where the battle will take place? Yes. Do you see? Right there in the middle, there's a tight trail leading through. That's where we will hold them off. It's strange. Turns out, I was always staring into the end of it all. Hey, nothing ends. With Evo's help, we will be victorious. If he helps. You're at the trial. You heard what he said. He will keep his father's promise. Everything will be fine. Let's not worry about that for a second. A lot of things have happened since you left, you know. Have you heard of mine? Salia found a new friend. Turned out she's from Rodovia, so your mother expelled her from the castle. She always keeps interesting company. Has she grown up, or is she still a mess? I don't think she'll ever change. Still, gives me a lot of trouble that way. The other night, she pulled another of her pranks, this time on your sister. Salia doesn't spare anyone. Sedania found new pets. Sedania keeps finding more and more ridiculous pets. She can't quite find a replacement for Dusty. Last time I was here, she had a snail. What was it? Smudge. Smudge. She gave me a hard time about it. I won't forget that. There was also a hedgehog. A fox. I'm worried what she will tame next. We had our fair share of stress with your mother, too. She's pregnant. You will have a sibling. Congratulations, I guess. It's hard to imagine what she must be going through with the battle on the horizon. I think we should wrap it up. Your husband must be looking for you, I suppose. I miss you, all of you, so much. I shouldn't have let you leave so soon. You know, this was inevitable. Everything is fine. You don't need to apologize. Hugs. Feels happy, man. Bruises? Evo is doing all of this to you? What? Oh no, he wouldn't. He's very kind. He's good to me. He takes care of me. Just like I told you in the letters, Father. Father, please don't tell him. He's the king of Atana now. He has an army that will blindly follow him, even to your gates. Don't say anything. It's better that way. He has better and worse days. Don't anger him more, please. I can't let this bastard treat you like this. Oh, here we go. I'll talk some sense into him. Please don't. There you are. Pack your things, we're going. Father. In front. You pipsqueak, you think you wear the crown on your head and you can do whatever you want. What lies did you tell your father this time? Are you plotting against me? Again, Lorsulia? I didn't say anything, I promise. She has nothing to do with it. Do you think I can't see what you do to her? You lay hands on my daughter again. I swear I'm going to. What? Defeat Rodovia all by yourself. I think you're forgetting your position here, Eric. I give you my army, and thanks to me this castle will see another day. You do not tell me what I can or cannot do. Davern is at my mercy, so you had better address me with proper respect. Better leave. Better leave off here. Too much talking will get you and your family into trouble. We're leaving, Lorsulia, before I change my mind. Oh, we gonna fuck this dude up. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. We should have kept the other dude alive. And fucking killed this dude. Alright, well, we're over 1,000. Battles between Davern and Rodovia, foothills of the Grey Mountains. It appears that we're late. Rodovia's already managed to build up some defense. We will need to push them back and create a choke point at the foothills. The sky is looking clear. That's good. At least something works in our favor. Here, come with me, Your Grace. Let's do this. We gathered everyone we could. We will make an advance on your mark. Alright. How's it looking? We shouldn't wait much longer. Once we start, there's no way back. We have to defeat the enemy before our army is entirely depleted. I would suggest we make a reserve army. You mentioned a reserve army? Right. We get a small chunk of our main force and set it aside. A reserve can be used to exploit Rodovia's sudden mistakes, or to act upon nasty surprises thrown our way. Should we create a reserve? It's a good idea. Very well. Archers. I've seen the archers are getting ready. Once the battle is started, the archers will be ready for your command. Atana. What about the horn? We can use it to sound for Atana. I suggest we only if necessary, to create an element of surprise. It's time. Alright. Don't fear, my brothers. Today is not the day we fall, for we have made strong allies. And in our time of doubt, we need to remember that we are not here alone. But we won't need them today, for this is Davern, and we stand our ground. For Davern, let's show them. We'll surprise them. Alright. Ready for orders? Get ready. Getting in position. Nice. This is kind of cool. I'm confused. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I'm just seeing what everybody has to say. Cool, so we use the archers 3 times. Magic? What's this? Your Grace, magic. The fog is obstructing our view. We have no idea what is happening down there. We need to sense part. Do your magic. Magic. Oh, surrounded. How is this possible? We're outnumbered. Blow the horn, you fools. Waiting orders. How many do they have? They have 2,000 up at the top. Oh, this is covered. Oh my. Here we go. Oh, archers. Or cavalry. More men on the battlefield could help swarm the enemy. They're not gonna come, huh? He's not coming, huh? There's no way. Help isn't coming. Rain put out the fire. Rain put out the fires. That's good. Not too nearly as much as we needed. Oh. 20 people? God's unbelievable. We have survived. Hey, we have 20 people left. All right. Okay. What just happened? Yeah, an avalanche or something? Who did that? I guess we'll see what they have to say. Eric, King of Davern, I thought justice would find you through Radovia's hands, but I suppose I will need to step in. You don't think that I would believe your alleged proof that you did not murder my father? Truly, it seems to me that you have sentenced an innocent person to death. How does that make you feel? I saw through your lies, Eric. You not only kill someone for your own wrongdoing, but I see that you also perform evil occult practices. You always have a dirty trick up your sleeve, don't you, Eric? I suppose witchcraft is a perfect fit for a deceiver like you. Falling mountains right where you need them? There's no explanation for this other than magic. Is this how you poisoned my father? Magic like this is dangerous and it must be banished. There's only one way to set things right. Davern needs to be purged of all witchcraft, starting from your throne room. I'll remove all things diabolical from this world. The truth will come out. You will pay for your sins. Evo, the king of Atana. Has he lost his mind? Evil tricks? The collapsing mountains were nothing but sheer luck at a dreadful time. Your Grace, Evo promised us 3,000 men. We won't last long if he comes to our gates with an army this large. We must call the king's summit. Other kings won't want to help us, but we must try. I'll make this I'll make the necessary arrangements, Your Grace. This is hardly an inn. If we're under siege, we better stock up on supplies. We should aim for at least 5 large crates of supplies. The weekly summary will have all the necessary information. It will be best to set aside whatever we can at the end of each week. We are extremely lucky to win. We have lost most of our men. If not for that avalanche, we would have certainly been defeated. I know. We must really be in the gods' favor. We need to focus on strengthening our army. I don't know if I'd ever forgive myself if this castle was destroyed. What are we going to do about Evo, Your Grace? I don't know yet. Alright. He 100% killed his father. No, we're going to play right after this day. I can save right after this day. I wanted to get through that invasion. Your Grace, I'm back from Belka. I must say something very strange. It was covered in snow when I arrived. When I dealt with the man with the white horse, all the frost just melted. I'm not sure what that was about. It seems like whatever it did help. Thank you. Hopefully this won't happen again. Okay. Is this how men feel? Yes. Well, alright, now I'm taking longer. Alright, well, just for that. Now I'm taking longer. Your Grace, Tralando made me bring a stuffed monster. And here's the thing. When I get off here, I'm going to ask you if you're ready. You take a second too long, and I'm going to do what women do to us. Alright, I'm ready to go, honey. And then I'm sitting on the couch with no shoes on because it's been a half hour. And it's like, oh, okay, well, let me get my shoes on. Ugh, come on, hurry up. Your Grace, Tralando made me bring a stuffed monster head to his house. I'm not sure what he was writing about, but he seemed very eager. There I go, what's up? Your Grace. I heard what you need these paintings for. Lady Ada told me what you were doing with those paintings. You lied to me. You're not a collector. Eric, I can explain. These works people buy are not true art. They're nothing but fraud. These paintings do not reflect the true nature of the subject. They've been painted without a reference. Artists call them impressionist. In reality, they just can't paint. My artwork shows each subject in their purest state. These artists only exaggerate features to make them look better. It devalues my work. So I just dispose of the paintings. I pay for the paintings so I can do whatever I wish with them. I choose to burn them, so what? It harms no one. You're just disrespecting. You can't burn other artists' work. Besides, I don't see how this help you in any way. Your Grace, I think perhaps we should let this stop. Let's not forget Gurgo's our ally. I can do whatever I want with the things I buy. And if I buy them from people and get rid of them, then there is less and less that fraud around us. If influential people only own true artwork, then others will also buy true artwork. Eventually, no one will buy from these artists, and they'll buy my paintings instead. I see. I suppose you can do whatever you want. Just don't get me involved in this. Putting that shit back on my wall. Four players. It should be. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Most things are crossed. If it's on Game Pass, you can play it. Game Pass for PC. Galactic Federation. Oh god. Your Grace, it seems Babushka has given up for now. The villages have been cleared and the strange riding and chicken legs are gone too. Her crows are still dancing in the sky though. She's still out there somewhere, but she can't do much without her men. Thank you very much for your help, Your Grace. I don't know what we'd do without you. You're welcome. I'm happy to hear our villages are safe. That was a difficult time for all of us. Happy people? Good, happy. More money. Peasant. Your Grace, I went outside to get some carrots from the pantry. I get back and all my pots, pans, jugs, cutlery, and mugs are smashed. Can't even leave the kitchen for 1 second. This is doing of some imp. Oh, I'm sure. Tried to lure him out with some onions, but he's a clever little fella. The worst part? It hasn't happened just once. Every time I go out, I come back to a devastated kitchen. That imp needs to be dealt with straight away. Okay, cool. I think a magic spell will deal with that imp easily. The witch will know how to chase it away. Thank you, Your Grace. I suppose magic will do a better job than my onions. Cool. Happy people. Your Grace,